Hello, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor here. So, Sunday coaching series continues. Topic for tonight, like I said, is mobile homes. Why should you invest in them? The biggest reason is because they make sense numbers wise. And that's what we're going to break down on here. A couple examples of what I want to do. And I'm going to show you a property that I found and the numbers that I refer to. Right, I think everybody's in Instagram. We're live Instagram. If you want to join us on Zoom, go to Instagram ads and check out the Zoom link. You can go follow us. We are sharing the screen so you can see it a little bit better. Give it a second here before we can see it. Anybody in the crowd, can y'all see me presenting? I know internet's been slow. All right. So when you compare real estate and mobile homes, and not one is better than the other, they both have its positive, they both have its negatives, of course. Okay. They're both homes in a way, but one of them is considered personal property while the other one's considered real estate. Now, if a mobile home has land on it, and by land, I don't mean inside of a mobile home park. Yes, it's sitting on a community, on a pad, but it's not considered real estate because the pad, the land does not belong with the mobile home. Okay. So that being said, it continues to be real estate versus personal property in a way. Personal property means a mobile home is more so like a car, like a motorcycle, okay, like a boat. It holds a title. If it's a single wide, you have one title. If it's a double wide, you have two titles, okay? And that is technically the ownership of by holding the title. Some states have some exceptions. Example, Alabama. I don't think anybody holds a title there. That's just the way the state works with bill of sale just fine. You can move them. You can do anything with them with the bill of sale. Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee gets a little challenging if you have to move them. You can buy and invest with just a bill of sale, but there's some gray area that you have to know about on there as well, which we can leave for another call. Okay. But the property that you can see on here. So this is not far from Atlanta. I mean, it's considered 30 minutes maybe from downtown Atlanta. It's one house. It's less than 1,000 square foot. Okay. Asking 50,000. It is distressed and needs rehab on the inside. I think even partial of the roof needs to be rehabbed also. And let me see the numbers. So 20K estimated rehab. It was what it was given all in, because remember, with real estate, when you do a closing, you have to get a broker, get an attorney, right? And it takes time. That's the thing, is you cannot just come in and within 2 days you close and you're ready to go. So this may take a month, 2 months due diligence. The broker and realtor, they all have to get together, make sure everything checks out before it is ready to go. And I've seen some property, some real estate, it takes even months to get that done. Okay, but on estimate, I put around 3,000 to 5,000 for closing once it's all said and done, right? So all in for this one property here, you would be around 75,000. So keep those numbers, and we are going to use a whiteboard here in a minute. So because I want to break some of these down. Any of these comments that are coming in, check out the chat box as well. There are some advertisements on there, and if any questions are coming in, I will get to those towards the end of the call. So 75,000 exit strategy, you put it as a rental in the area, $700 to $800 a month. Okay, so keep those numbers. 75K all in, ready to be moving ready, $700 to $800 a month. Okay, now let's talk about mobile homes. So if you do mobile homes, and see Instagram, you're not going to be able to see this board because we're in a different screen at this time. So again, you're welcome to well, let me see if I can move it on this side. Yes, I can. Awesome. Okay. But if you wanted to do this with mobile homes as well, and again, I am not discrediting you from trying to get into real estate. If you're in real estate and you're making it happen, have at it, by all means. I just like the numbers of mobile homes for a reason, and you're about to see why. Okay. Can y'all see the whiteboard? Anybody? Okay, I guess y'all can. Now somebody help me use how to use this whiteboard. I know there's an easier way you can use all kinds of stuff on here to write with. I don't want to scribble, but okay. all into, let's say you took the same $75,000 that you had available for the one real estate property, right? Because that consisted of the home, consisted of the rehab, and consisted of the closing. You made it move-in ready with 75K. Okay. What if you took that same 75K and invested in mobile homes? What would that look like? Okay. We get on average mobile homes 2 to 3K. See, I was hoping somebody helped me out because I know you can type on this thing. A home. Seriously, somebody knows how to type on this thing, let me know. Let's see. How do you do this? Here we go. No. Okay. We'll give up. So all in for mobile homes, we're about 2 to 3,000. Average rehab, okay, which consists of material and labor, holding and all the above, we're about 3 to 4,000. So therefore, on average, at top, we're looking at about 7K per home, 7,000 per mobile home, all in, move in, ready. Okay. Yes, Prem, I'm going to try to look for it here in a minute. Let's see. Well, same thing. Okay, so 7,000 per home. All right. Now the closing of the mobile homes, this is where it starts getting better already. To close on an actual mobile home deal, whether it's single wide or double wide, remember, one title or two titles, it means as simple as going down to the tax assessor's office or DMV and transferring. Remember, it's like a vehicle, like a car, motorcycle, boat. So it's anywhere from $20 to $30 per title. That's it. And that's a closing. Okay. So $30 for closing, put it that way. And I'm estimating high. I always estimate high, just okay. So $30 for closing, 30 times 10 mobile homes. Make sure you unmute yourself in the background, please, so we can avoid some. All right. $30 for closing. All right. And then rehab, like I said, 3 to 4,000. So your estimated number per home is 7,000. Now that's high. We still have managed to do homes like we used to in the past for around 5,000 to 6,000. You know, the lower the better. Now that does not mean we deliver a poor product. That just means if you can keep the costs lower and lower, the better that it is. Okay. So exit strategy on something like this as well. Let's use the same thing as what the house, the property did. Let's use a rental. Now, keep in mind this: mobile homes inside of a community park have to pay lot rent. So lot rent has to be paid every month. That's how Parks Community makes their money. So if we can get into an area where we can do $750 to $800 a month, I need to work on my art. Okay. Lot rent, it's 300. We're using easy numbers. That means that you collect $450 a month. $450 a month on rental from that one mobile home. They cost you $7,000 all in to get into. Now, remember, you have 75,000, right? So how many mobile homes could you do with that 75,000 at 7,000 a piece? 10. And you still have like 5,000 left over. Okay, so 10 mobile homes. So when you do that, 450 times 10 equals what? The house, let me remind you, was 7. We're going to go ahead and give it $800. $800. Okay, they managed to get the whole 800 every month. Great, good for them. 450 times 10 is $4,500. So when you put them side by side, okay, yes, a lot of people say mobile homes don't hold a value, they depreciate, they this, they that. I've always said, what does it matter what the home is appreciated on a book? If it's bringing you $400, $450 every month or more, because it depends on where the area it's at and the rental, what it allows, you know, you have to pay the lot rent, but you keep the difference, right? So 450 times 10 mobile homes that you rehab with the same 75K, instead of bringing you $800 a month, it's bringing you $4,500 a month. Is that making sense? Man, I'm a good coach. No questions, no comments, nothing. This is the main reason why we invest in mobile homes. It makes sense. Bottom line, period. Okay. It is low risk, low entry, and high reward. And when you do the ROIs on numbers like this, I mean, you can't go wrong. The ROIs are so, mobile homes have the highest, greatest ROIs than any other type of housing. And again, they're the type of housing that you can get into for 7,000. There's not any real estate out there that you can come in with 7,000 and say, I'm going to be all in as a landlord. I want to flip it. I want to, whatever you want to do. No such thing. You couldn't find out one property. Yes, wonderful cash flow, passive. Absolutely. I'm going to go through my questions here in a second. So where do you get a mobile home for $2,000 to $3,000? That's a question I keep getting. Okay, where can I get a mobile home for $2,000 to $3,000 that only needs about $4,000 so that I can be in at the $7,000 you're talking about? This is bothering me. I'm going to erase it. I'll tell you what, my pen is just not working. Is what it is. 7K. Well, you can shop online. I would say the same thing that I always say about if they're already listed. Now, you know, the type of mobile homes that we buy, we do not find them on Zillow, Trulia, FMLS, MLS, none of the above. Why? Because people are not going to post them on there for the amount that they need to be sold. Okay, there is a fee to put them on an MLS or Realtor, Zillow. So people that are selling for $2,000 to $3,000, they're not going to take the time or have that one more expense to go and put them on the market like that. Now, if they're posted on Craigslist, Letgo, Classified, any of those as well, including Facebook Market, which is great, I would say you can turn it into a deal, because if it's on there, it's probably not going to last, or it's not that great of a deal. And that's where the negotiation comes into play. You know, if you're a good negotiator, have at it. Okay. But I would say it's always the same thing, and much like real estate, off market deals. You have to find those. Okay. How do you find those deals? Well, we have on Wednesday, December 22nd, the first coaching webinar, Zoom, that we've been talking about. It's not this week coming up like I thought. It's the following week at 7 p.m. It starts. That is a subscription that you can get through GarciaMHU.com. And the first topic we will be covering is how to get leads. If you don't have leads, you don't have a business. If you don't have a business, I mean, what are you doing trying to invest? A lot of people immediately talk about, well, let me get my LLC. Let me get this account set up. I'll tell you, look, how do you even know mobile homes are for you? I mean, I can't say that they won't be, but why don't you start getting one deal first? Jump in and see what you think about it. Try to explore and learn as much as you can. And once you do that one deal, then get into the next one and the next one. Then let's go ahead and jump on all these other things that you have to do. And yes, I would never suggest you putting mobile homes for any reason under your personal name. So that would be hand in hand. And that is also something else that we will coach you on that Wednesday call. Okay. Any questions so far? And then, of course, again, if you don't find the deals, because a lot of that takes a lot of posting and not just browsing. Stop browsing and start posting. That's how you find better deals. But again, you can come on Tuesdays. Tuesday at 7 p.m. we have the Let's Do Deals call. We have a lot more people that are about to start coming on. Some investors that we've connected with, and they're going to start bringing their deals. I can't say that they're going to have them for 2, 3K. I don't know. But our deals are in there for 2,000, 3,000, and some need minimal. Some need less than the 4,000, which means you would be under that. Okay, under that does not mean you get less of this. It just means you're less out of pocket, and therefore you can immediately flip it, rent to own, finance, create a note, or rent it, whatever you want to do. I am not against rentals. I've said it in the past. I'm not a landlord anymore, and it's just because of the time that it takes. You know, it is a job to be a landlord. You always get those phone calls of this is leaking, this is that, whatever it may be. But then there is also teams that you can put together. Rentals have the longest passive income, as long as the tenant is paying. Some people call them ATM machines, cash cows, whatever you want to call them. Every month they continue to collect money, and some more money. And again, doesn't matter what the value considered on the book of that mobile home is. Questions? I'm going to go through the PM. Good evening. Catalina, good evening. Martha. Okay. No questions. Any suggestions? Don't forget, on Tuesday, we do have the Let's Do Deals at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we will be jumping on that call as well. And then Saturday coming up, we had a good call this past Saturday. Coffee and mobile home investing with myself, networking. Remember, that call is not a coaching call. It is not a deal pitching call. It really can be anything, though. but it's really more so to bring everybody together and just network. Network only happens if you network, however. Okay, if everybody comes in, nobody talks, it's not very fun, right? What do you think about Danville, Virginia? Is that a good area? I don't know Danville, but I know that Virginia is a good state for the most part. There's a high demand. I've gotten many calls from many park owners who have a lot of empty pads up there and want me to fill them. And when I say a lot, I mean I've had some park owners call me and say they need over 100 in certain parks. I am not located in that area yet, so therefore I cannot assist them just yet. We're not going north after all. We're going west, like we said. So, but check it out. I mean, check out the numbers. And the way to know is this. This is a good question, by the way. Okay, it does not matter where you invest because mobile homes are the same thing like real estate. The only thing that changes are the numbers and the markets. Everything else is the same. Some cost more, some cost less, but the numbers have to add up, right? Can we use the same LLC to buy houses and mobile homes? Yes, but I wouldn't suggest you put so many in one LLC. I'm not an attorney. I cannot give you legal advice, by the way. These calls are for educational purposes only, but as I've been instructed, you typically don't want to put more than about 5 properties per LLC, okay? Let me see. Finding the right contractor with the experience on what they can do and don't. That is a challenge that never stops being a challenge. That's I've been doing this for 7 years, and you think that I would find the perfect contractor. No, I found them. I'm not talking bad about them, but they're good for a while, and then the next day they suddenly are nowhere to be found. I don't know what happens. It is what it is, kind of thing. So with the contractors, I think there are a special special set of crews out there. When you do find a good one, however, you try to keep them as long as you can, but at one point, if it's not working out, cut ties. That's all there is to it. Okay, a lot of military and BAs, so numbers are similar to Columbus, but higher income, there's values. Okay, so here, so the numbers that you need to remember, okay, y'all write this down because you have to know this. People tell me repeatedly, I think I have a good deal. Well, you shouldn't be thinking, you should know what a good deal is, right? And if you don't know what a good deal is, it's because you don't know the numbers. Here are the numbers. You need to know what the lot rents in the area are. You need to know what rental rates in the area are. You need to know what ARV move-in readies are. What is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath selling for? What about a 2-2, a double wide? Okay, and then see what you can get deals for, because then you work backwards. How much can you afford to pay maximum allowed offer and still have a great deal? And that's how you work it out every time. And that's what I mean is as long as you know those numbers, you can do this in any state, anywhere. Why are you not investing in this area of Virginia? Why are you not investing in this area or Virginia? I don't want to. It's too cold over there. Also, how much would you pay a person per day or per job if you hire a contractor? Okay, so and I'm saying what my coaches would say. If you pay anybody salary or hourly, you're creating lazy people. What takes 10 minutes suddenly takes an hour. Why? Because I'm getting paid the same anyway. So you paid by the job, always by the job. Okay. Now, when you're talking about a mobile home, the roof is one job. The ceiling is one job. Painting the walls, that's one job. Replacing the carpet, that's another job. You get the hint. And this allows you to tell the contractors they can get paid daily. Okay. One thing to keep in mind right away is paying somebody daily like that. That means they like it for one, but they're going to try to hurry. And sometimes they start rushing too much and not doing the job right. So that's something you have to keep in mind. Working with a contractor is always going to be building that relationship. You have to have that relationship built, right? Where can we find out that information? Rents or ARVs? Make phone calls. We don't have the luxury in mobile homes to simply go to Zillow, Truly, Realtor, like I mentioned earlier. So a lot of this is just the mobile home investors doing the legwork. You have to call. That is a simple call to a mobile home park or traveling through a park community and just driving around and asking any resident there. Ask them, what is a lot rents in this area? What are rentals going for in this area? And then what has sold in the area? Anybody would tell you that the beautiful thing about a community park, it's a community. Everybody knows everybody. When something sells, they all know everybody's information. So it's not hard to get. All right, guys. So we're coming up to 8:30. I do have a coaching call right after this. I just realized I had that not just a few minutes ago. I did not realize I had scheduled a call after this, but I do. So reminder again, join us on Tuesday. We should have some new deals coming up Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have a deal, think you have a deal, bring it on there. I'd be happy to break it down for y'all. Okay. Another question. Okay. And then Saturday, we have the coffee and mobile home networking with me as well. Join me on that. That's at 10 a.m. every Saturday morning. These are 10 to 30-minute calls. And then next Wednesday, if you do want to join us on these calls, so the Wednesday Zoom meetings, those are going to be much like what we're doing right now, but a little bit slower pace, because we will be going through documents, bill of sales, titles, how to do closings. Okay. What do you do closings? The type of due diligence, a lot of these things that you need to know. We're going to go step by step to get your first, next, or additional deal. And the first call that we're having December 22nd is how to get deals. We will show you how to post on the market, how to get in on Facebook, on Craigslist, Letgo, and how to attract actual deals. That is what you're looking for. Okay. All right. Well, that does it for this evening's call. So we will see you all on Tuesday. Thank you all for joining.